Here we are at Central School Project. This is the poster for the show. I have two series up on the wall. I have of Birds and Men, and I have Desert Skins. And it's just coming down on the 26th. And I also did a kids workshop, which was really fun, lizards and birds, oh my. And we drew lizards and birds. We had a 2-day workshop. It was a lot of fun. And then as we come into the gallery this way, we've got a description of Birds and Men. You can find that online at lauramilkins.com. Here we have a description of Desert Skins. So I'm going to take a look at Desert Skins here. This is all 20 portraits of Arizonans morphed with their favorite reptile. And while I was here, I did 5 new portraits. I'm here at Central School Project as a visiting artist, and I did 5 new portraits of local Bisbee folks morphed with their favorite reptile. So when you come into the gallery, each one of these has the portrait, and then the people sent me why they picked the reptile that they picked. So it's very kind of love your neighbor project, our neighbors being the reptiles that live in the Arizona desert. These are all people in Arizona. And I feel like these animals are so perfectly adapted to this climate. And I kind of wish, this is my wishful thinking, I wish I could go bake in the sun, sit on a rock like a lizard. I wish my skin was adapted to this pace. I also wish that we were kind to the animals that live here. And unfortunately, reptiles, more than most species, people are uncomfortable with them. Some people downright hate them, and it leads to some misunderstanding and cruelty. There are many lizards and reptiles and snakes and turtles and things that people are not afraid of. But generally speaking, a lot of people are afraid of snakes in particular, and they'll kill them. Just some animal harmlessly going on its way, and because of that fear. So this is fighting some of the fear. When people talked about why they picked the reptile, many of them picked them just because they're beautiful or because they had some sort of memory or connection to them. One of my favorites was somebody who said they were afraid of snakes, but they felt like maybe they could be friends with this one. So each portrait is done in watercolor. Lots of little details. If you zoom in, there's a lot of little details, down to the last eyelash and hair, as well as the details on the scales. Or in the case of lizards, I was surprised to find they really aren't very scaly. A lot of them might have scales on their belly, like this is the belly of the zebra whiptail, and they do have scales on their belly. But then the surface, the top of the lizard, and this is a regal horned lizard, they're all little dots, lots of little circles. This one has spines on it. Snakes have these wonderful scales and beautiful repeating patterns, even the way the scales grow. In the case of lizards, there are these little nubs, these little circles all over the face. So that is Desert Skins. And this is the whole gallery space, all the way around. And I wanted to thank Central School Project for having me as a visiting artist. These are some prints I have for sale. So thanks to Central School Project for giving me a studio space.